Mr. Creech, would you like to give the invocation, if you will, please?
Lord, we want to be very thankful today that we're able to meet and greet as free Americans, able to make the choices that we want to. Please give the wisdom and strength to these ministers to make the right choices. Give everybody in the county throughout the right decisions to make during the holiday season. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one indivisible.
First order of business we have here, let's go ahead and do the pullouts, if we will, Commissioners. First one I see here is for Alonzo Morales, $446.78 for mileage for October. Have a motion?
So moved.
Have a motion, we have a second.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
One abstention. Motion passes. All right, the next one we have here is for Goliad Auto Parts, $868.23. Do we have a motion to accept?
So moved.
I'll second that motion. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 I abstain.
Motion carries. Okay, the other one we have is for Mickey White, mileage reimbursement for October as well, $557.55. Do we hear a motion?
So moved.
Motion made. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. That's all I have on the pullouts. Anybody see anything else on the pullouts that y'all noticed? All right, now we'll move on to the consent agenda. Anybody have any questions, Commissioners, on the consent agenda?
No.
We're good? We have a motion to accept the consent agenda, the rest of the consent agenda.
So moved.
Have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Have a motion and a second to accept the consent agenda as presented. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Consent agenda is passed. Okay, first item on the agenda here is approval of interlocal agreement between the Regional Public Defender's Office, Local Government Corporation, and Goliad County. Y'all have a copy of that in your packet. It's been viewed and approved by our county attorney. Does anyone have any questions on that interlocal agreement? Have y'all had a chance to look over it? Do we have any questions on it, Commissioners?
I didn't.
This is just for capital murder cases, right?
From what I understand,
This
yes.
is our insurance.
Indigent, yes, but
Yeah.
but just for capital.
Yes, the Regional Public Defender's Office, yes.
I make a motion, we pass it.
Motion been made to accept the approval of the interlocal agreement. We have a second.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to accept the approval of the interlocal agreement between Regional Public Defender's Office, Local Government Corporation, Cooperative, and Goliad County. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is discussion action of Goliad County Fair Association presentation of the plans and layout of the new Goliad County 4-H and FFA exhibitor hall. And before y'all, I hand y'all some plans here of the building. And Mr. Bill Zappi's here, and Cheyenne Frumby's here as well. on the plans, if y'all have, if it give you a few minutes to look over them, if you'd like to.
You want them to go ahead and give their presentation, or?
Yeah, if y'all, Bill or
Y'all
Cheyenne,
want to
would
give a
y'all-
presentation? What do y'all want to do?
Anything y'all need to know, any questions you have, anything like that, this is where I want y'all to be free to ask whatever. We're gonna have a presentation to present to you, walk through the plans, so you can look at them, and then eventually we'll bring, a set to the county commissioners and judge to sign off on the plan.
Okay. So these are basically just for review at this point? Okay.
And I will note that, all the water that this building's gonna more or less generate is gonna be diverted, west. It won't be going east to that area back there we have trouble with already, so,
Yeah, it's going to where the current channel is, going to south,
yeah, south and
West,
south
south.
and east, or south and west, I guess it is,
correct?
yeah.
Yes, sir.
They're gonna put all the new culvert pipes across the road and redo that, flat ditch going south, and put new culvert pipes as well in that other street there as well. So what you're wanting is just our approval to go ahead and proceed with the plans? Is that what you're looking at for now?
Correct. So what I did, I talked to since it's basically a joint, since it's basically, I don't understand as far as, I don't know exactly the ownership and how it works, but I know there's a lease and it involves both county and city. So that's why we brought the plans to both. I actually submitted plans to the city today. They canceled their meeting for Wednesday, so we won't go to city council until December 9th. But
Okay.
they're going to review the plans and sign off as well once they have a chance to look at them. We just kind of wanted to. I think the intended use is going to be, of course, for shows and things like that, but also how the building is currently laid out. The building plans aren't ready at this point. Rafter J Construction is doing the actual building plans and that submittal. But right now, it's a 100 by 200 foot building. They plan on paving 100 by 80, and there will be restrooms, a concession stand in there. The concession stand will have basically oven, stove, where you can do some, heating, warming, cooking, I guess, so to speak. And as far as the shows go, they plan on setting up the show ring and stuff on the concrete area. The rest, at this point, if it's in the budget, it may all get poured with a slab. It just depends. But currently, right now, the rest of it's just going to be dirt, and that would be basically we're going to put up pens for holding animals. But I believe there may be an option to rent the building for other things as well, besides just shows. Is kind of the intended use, a mixed use type deal.
Okay.
And on the plans, all we plan on paving as far as parking is for ADA. And then, of course, like we talked about drainage, we accounted for everything, and we're taking it to that main drainage ditch, cleaning out culverts, replacing culverts, upsizing. Water and sewer, we've coordinated those connections with the city. And that's really, if there's anything in particular I can answer, but
Okay.
that's kind of.
And both, Bill, and both organizations have approved of these plans or looked at them or anyway?
That's our goal. Y'all are the first to look at it.
Okay,
We haven't gone to the city, like I say, we won't see them until December the 9th.
correct. But,
We wanted everybody to have a chance to look at them, and if you had any questions prior to everything, we wanted you to feel free to ask.
but I'm saying like 4-H and FFA,
Yes, it's gonna be a facility that's used primarily for Goliad County 4-H and FFA / youth. It's gonna be able to be rented. It's gonna be, hopefully there'll be more, prospect shows, things coming later date to get more of the use out of the facility. It's gonna be too nice a facility to stand there and not be used. So we're open to whatever, if anybody wants to have commercial sales, it's gonna be set up right, where people can pull in with a trailer. There'll be a
like commercial cattle sales where they can make money on the commission and stuff.
Yes, and then, the facility will be laid out with open doors, open signs and stuff, where if they wanted to have a car show, stuff like that inside the facility, it's big enough and has enough space inside with the roll-up doors and stuff that would be available for that kind of stuff.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Any other questions from commissioners?
No.
Well, and I'll add a little bit to it. As far as city coordination, I've dealt with Earl, I coordinated with him through the whole process. As far as utilities, and we've talked to Candy several times as far as how she wants to handle the review process and everything. So they're very aware of the project, and in talking to her, they're in support, in favor of the project as well. So
Okay.
they just haven't had the plans in front to review yet, but they do as of this evening. So.
Okay. So you're saying you'll come back after all these organizations look at them and approve them, then you'll bring back the one copy for everybody to approve again or sign at that point?
Correct. I'll probably print a full-size set and then have,
Sign it.
once everyone's happy with them, have everyone sign them. I'll just take that. So there's one set with
Okay.
all the signatures on it.
Okay. Thank you very much. I know I spoke to the judge last week, and he said he didn't have any problem with it building going up out there where it's currently plans call for it to be. In our agenda, it says discussion and action, so I guess we can entertain a motion for approval as plans, to the plans as presented, if y'all so desire.
Yeah,
I'm agreeable to that.
Yeah.
We go ahead and,
make a motion that we approve their plans and whatever they want to do it.
Yeah, well, just they have to follow the plans here that they got, unless the city wants some changes, then we'll all have to come back and look at it again, us again, even if somebody comes up in the meantime with some changes that need to be done to the plans, we'll have to look at those changes and then approve those changes.
If we have anything that changes out there, we're going to notice that in.
Yeah, and then look at the changes. So you made a motion
Yes, sir.
to approve the plans as presented?
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second to accept the plans as presented. And if there's any changes from the other governmental entities or any other organizations, they will bring us a copy of the change orders, and we'll look at those at that point and approve them. And then y'all will bring us a final copy once all that's done for all the officials to sign that particular document. Okay, motion been made and seconded. Do we hear all in favor signify by saying aye?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Okay, thank y'all very much.
Thanks.
Y'all need these back?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you.
It's a lot of ink.
Okay, item number 5, approval of the new rate agreement to contract between Goliad County Rural Transit and the GCRPC Area Agency on Aging for the year 2020 to 2021. In y'all's package, y'all have that in there as well. I spoke with Mary Wade this morning, and she said she wasn't going to be able to make the meeting this afternoon, but it's a standard agreement. It's been agreed upon in the previous years.
Okay.
The rate has not changed, as she stated. It's there. It's just that this agreement has to be approved every year. So,
I make a
y'all
motion.
have any questions on it, Commissioners?
No. I make a motion, we accept that agreement.
Motion been made to accept the agreement between, new rate agreement between Goliad County and Rural Transit and GCRPC. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Motion been made and second to accept the agreement for the approval of the agreement, rate agreement. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed. Okay, if you will, we'll go back up. Does anyone have any public comments? Yes, sir. If you'll step up to the mic, please.
Good evening, Commissioners. How y'all doing?
Good,
Fine,
sir.
how are you?
Glad to see you back, Mr. Bruins. I want to elaborate on the issues I brought up on at the last Commissioners meeting regarding the 2 Justice of the Peace offices. Y'all are accepting these monthly collections reports. every commissioners meeting. However, I'm wondering if you are actually reviewing them and investigating into the financial activities of both of the JP offices. If you had, you would know that as far as performance, the JP2 office is handling about less than 3 cases a week. The JP1 office is handling about 20 cases a week. The JP2 office, when compared to the JP1 office, is handling about 1/7 of the caseload of the JP1 office and bringing in about 1/6 of the collections of the JP1 office. So, Mr. Bruns, if you don't mind, I'll use you for illustrative purposes.
Excellent.
If I came, or not me, but if a qualified mechanic came and applied for a position at your business and promised to do 1/7 of the work as your star hand and promised to bring in 1/6 of the collections as your star hand, but told you as a condition of employment that they wanted the same pay and the same benefits as your star hand, what would you tell them?
We can't comment on
We
any of
can't
that.
comment on your,
Okay, point taken. Anyway, you know, our limited population doesn't require 2 justices of the peace offices, period. The Constitution allows it, a simple majority vote from the Commissioner's Court. You could dissolve the JP2 office and save about $140,000 a year. And when you compare that to the revenue that the JP2 office is bringing in is only about $13,000. I'm sure you are all aware of this, of course. So, you know, looking at it, you know, through the lens, a business lens, the very existence of the JP2 office is fiscally unjustifiable. And I think y'all need to look into this and do something about it, because you could take that $140,000 and use it to offset the cost of the EMS in the future. And that would be a fiscally responsible thing to do. And I think the taxpayers would appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Do we have any other public announcements at this point? I mean, public comment, I'm sorry. All right, do we have any public announcements? Guys? No public announcements?
no, sir.
All right, we'll entertain a motion for adjournment, if we will.
So moved.
Motion been made. Do we have a second for adjournment?
Second.
Motion been made and seconded for adjournment. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Meeting is convened.